How do you find the sampling error? Sampling errors are deviation in the sample values. So, in survey research, it occurs because all samples are representative samples. A smaller group that stands in for the whole of your research population. It is really impossible to survey the entire group of people you'd like to reach. So it is not usually possible to quantify the degree of sampling error in a study, since it is impossible to collect the relevant data from the entire population you are studying. This is why researchers collect representative sampling, and representative samples are the reasons why there are sampling errors. Since there is a fault in the data collection, the result obtained from the sampling becomes invalid. Furthermore, when a sample is selected randomly or selection is based on biases, it fails to denote the whole population, and sampling error will certainly occur. They can be prevented if the analyst selects subset or samples of a data to represent the whole population effectively. Sampling errors are affected by factors such as size and design of the sample population and sampling fraction. So, increasing the size of samples can eliminate sampling errors. However, to reduce them by half, the sample size needs to be increased by 4 times. If the selected samples are small and do not adequately represent the whole data, the analyst can select a greater number of samples for a satisfactory representation. The population variability causes variations in estimates derived from the different samples, leading to larger errors. The effect of population variability can be reduced by increasing the size of the samples so that these can be more effectively represented to the population. Moreover, sampling error must be considered when publishing survey results so that accuracy of the estimates and the related interpretations can be established. Again, we'll see one example. Suppose the producer of a company XYZ wants to determine the viewership of a local program that airs twice a week. So, the producer will need to determine the samples that can represent various types of viewers. They may need to consider factors like age, level of education, and gender. So, for example, people between the age of 14 to 18 usually have fewer commitments, and most of them can spare time to watch the program TV twice weekly. That is what the researcher wants to research about. On the contrary, people between the age of 18 to 35 usually have tighter schedule and will not have time to watch TV. Hence, it is important to draw a sample proportionately, otherwise the result will not present the real population. Since the exact population parameter is not known, sampling errors for samples are generally unknown. However, analysts can use analytical method to measure the amount of variation caused by sampling errors. I am sure you finally understood what is sampling error. So sampling error may occur with population specification. When we say population specification, what can be the error here? It happens when the analysts do not understand what to survey. For example, for a survey of breakfast cereals, the population can be mother, children, or the entire family. Selection error also occurs when the respondent survey participation is self-selected, implying on those who are interested to respond. So selection error can be reduced by encouraging participation. Sample frame error occurs when a sample is selected from a wrong population data. Lastly, non-response error occurs when a useful response is not obtained from the survey. It may happen due to the inability to contact potential respondent or their refusal to respond.